families. I wanted to talk to you today about stretching out your words. You have probably heard us as kindergarten teachers say, stretch out your word. And we use that instead of saying sound it out. And the reason that we don't use the language sound it out is just because not every word can be sounded out. For example, if we tried to sound out the word the student would say t, eh. And when you put t, eh together, it does not make the word the. Not all of our words follow that rule. So instead, we use stretch it out. That way we can learn to stretch out words and write the sound we hear, okay? Right behind me, I have got an anchor chart, and I'm gonna put a copy of this on the resources so that you can see this at home, okay? This goes through the different steps of what it means when you're stretching out a word, all right? The first step is to say the word very slowly. So for example, cat. The next step after you say it very slowly is to listen carefully to each sound, like this. K, k, k. I hear k at the beginning, right? Then you need to think of the letter that makes that sound. So I can think in my head the k sound, and I know that the letter C makes that sound. And the last step is to write that letter. Okay, so let me show you an example. Let's say that I wanted to write the word dog, okay? I don't know how to spell it, so I'm gonna stretch it out, all right? Dog. What's the first sound that you hear? D. Now think about what letter says D. D. So that's the first letter that I'm going to write. And then you go back and do that for each letter. Dog. Ah, ah. What letter makes the sound ah? O. D-og. G. What says G? G. So I'd write the letter G. Okay? Now in this example, when I stretched out my word, I got every letter in the word correct. Okay? Sometimes in kindergarten, we're going to stretch out words, and there's going to be letters that we don't hear. So as kindergartners, we're not going to write those letters, and that's okay. All right? So for example, if we were going to stretch out the word house, we might not hear all of those letters in the middle. If I stretched it out, I might hear the ow, s. And as a kindergartner, a 5 or 6-year-old, this is the way that I write house, okay? Now, as you get older in the upper grades, you're gonna know all of the rules, and you'll know that house is actually H-O-U-S-E. But right now as a 5-year-old, we're just trying to get the kids to stretch it out and write what they hear, okay? And the best way that we found to do that is to go through these 4 steps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask us what you need to. Thank you.